the volume. Turn up the volume. You've arrived at the destination for all things Kentucky. This is the Bleed Blue Network Podcast.
Welcome back to episode 2 of the Bleed Blue Network podcast. Thank you to Blackwood Distilling for sponsoring us today. We're out here at Masterston Station at the 15 Club Fan Fest today, about to do some rapid fire interviews for you all.
Welcome back. We now have a junior tight end, Jordan Dingle, with us. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's hot, isn't it?
Hey, really hot.
I told Mike, he brought you over here. I'm like, can you turn it down from Hell to Africa a little bit? And he's not listening, man. He's not being a good host, I don't think. Yeah, I think we have to have a talk to him. But, man, we really appreciate you coming over and taking some time to talk to us. As kind of, an upperclassman now, you've been on the team a little bit. Talk to us a little bit about what you're most excited for yourself, but also, from the team perspective going into the fall.
I mean, I'm really excited about just going out there and truly showing what I can do this season. I've been able to kind of build up back strong. I had a surgery last season and really wasn't at 100%. But I feel like this year I'm going to be ready to really pop out. And our team, we really put together the pieces. And I really feel like we have something special this year. And like just with the OC and everything and just the momentum coming in, I'm excited about it.
Well, if you didn't walk around the stadium anytime lately, I think the fans are excited because the tents are already up.
Yeah.
In spite of the no tents up until August, no one's listening to that because someone put it up and then somebody else did. And you know what? And everybody's like, we're not losing our spot for this thing. No, we're going to be there. It's got to be really exciting, too, for you guys, right? Like the first, you got 3 big games at home. And 2 of the 3 of them are night games. Yep. And this was not planned, but then just going down with it so far. People, you've been a part of some really big games on the road, but also here. Night games here hit a little different.
They really do at night. That's something, like, coming to Kentucky, I didn't really realize, but, like, when I did, it's something that was truly special. And, like, that Florida game, that, like, 2021, I believe.
I remember that as a student.
Yeah. Was it 12 false starts? That's the loudest. That place was, yeah, listen, there's nothing like a bunch of drunk rednecks on bourbon, man. Like we just up at a level. It's great. So, I think I think it's different. Like it's a quiet anticipation where I think we've been loud and boisterous before as a fan base. I'm not talking about you guys. I think that this is more of that quiet confidence of, man, we could be real good this year.
Yeah, we're definitely not saying too much going into it, but like,
good, don't say shit.
They're gonna realize. They're gonna realize real quick.
Yeah, I like that.
So talk to us a little bit how the 15 Club has impacted you, the team, kind of just fostering these kind of atmospheres.
Yeah, I mean, they've impacted us greatly, like giving us different opportunities to meet the fans and just kind of show them who we are, kind of have those interactions and really make an impact on the kids. And like, that's something that we haven't had in the past.
Right.
And like, I just really think that changes the game and just gives a new perspective not only to the fans but us as well, just to see who's supporting us.
Well, I think also like when you're building, and it's, and Kentucky's obviously we've had, a football program for a long time, but I think it builds like that extra like level of long-term fan where you might have like an Alabama or a place like that, right? That's had that history of winning titles and you've got 3rd generation fans, and not saying that you don't have that, but obviously in basketball, it's been a little bit different for Kentucky. Yep. You guys are building that relational aspect with the fan base. I think, you see someone's papa over here talking about how he had like a thing with, a player, and I think that's what's really important for you guys building that. But from your perspective, all right, if you were not playing college football, what was number 2 on Jordan Dingle's list of things he would want to be doing with his life?
Well, I had hoop dreams, but that died a long time ago. I can't be a 6'4" post. but I honestly love healthcare and like wanting to help people. And a while ago, I wanted to become a doctor, but I honestly ended up wanting to go into like healthcare administration and just kind of be kind of like a business owner on the side as well. And,
nice.
Just have those different opportunities.
Okay.
Physical therapy too. Like I've been through a lot of injuries, and that just kind of sparked my interest, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've had a few of those too.
Yeah.
Not for fun reasons, like someone knocking the shit out of me because I'm playing in front of 100,000 people. Like really dumb ones, like I was playing a pickup game and my ankle gave out because I'm fat and out of shape. Like now I got to go get PT on it. So yeah, way less good reasons, you know.
Yeah. But two, I'm not gonna lie. If I just didn't have to worry about anything, I'd be riding folders and dirt bikes competitively. Like that's something I grew up on, and
I'm starting to see why. Like, you know, like listen, Brock's like the flaming one out here, but all these like low key guys are coming over here. Like, yeah, I like fishing, and I'm like, maybe Brock came here because he talked to all these dudes, and he's just like, man, we're gonna have like a fishing tournament. We're gonna start like our That's So were you on like one of these big old things going 90 miles an hour around the park already?
Yeah. I rode the the slingshot.
Yeah,
that was fun. But like I'm used to all that, man. I got a need for speed.
So if you could get on a jet with Tom Cruise, that would be like you Top Gun the shit out of it, huh?
Yeah. But I'm not jumping out the plane with him though.
No. You know what? The safest place is the plane is when you're inside and it's going. You know, what goes up must come down inside and on the runway. That's what I believe. So
yeah, for sure. Do you have any like favorite places that you visited while you were racing dirt bikes and all that?
I've been to a couple of different places. Like I've been to like Durham Town, that's somewhere in Georgia. I've been to like South Carolina. It's called Adventure World down there, and it's like just a couple of different places to get out and ride, have a little fun with my cousins and everybody. But it's a lot of different places. Just be out in the back roads, you know.
Yeah, that adrenaline is unmatched.
Yeah. It's exciting. And the good thing about Kentucky, there's a lot of places where you can just go get lost on it. Or make your own road. Like, you know, I've done that before. And we won't talk about my college stories because where I went to school was real small.
Yeah, I done had some run-ins too. Supposed to be places I'm not.
You had that couch get in the river. Don't worry about it, guys. It was oh my God, man, we're really excited for you for the season. We appreciate you jumping by for a quick word with us, and best of luck. We can't wait to see you on August 31st. It feels like it's an August 31st day today.
Oh my God, yes.
Long summer
I bet
days.
you can't wait until fall hits for like games because at least you're not playing at noon on August 31st this year.
Yep. I'm just ready for that night game and just not worry about the elements. You know, just go out there and ball.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Well, good luck to you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, welcome back to the Bleed Blue podcast. We are sitting down here with Brian Robinson, a freshman. We're going to get a few questions out of him. And
is a big-ass freshman.
Yeah.
Who would you stand next to this year? Was it Myles Garrett?
Yes, it was Myles Garrett.
You look bigger than him.
Nah, yeah. Well, I got that a lot. I did get that a lot.
He wanted to say no, but he couldn't. And if that was on video, the grin on his face would have given it away. It's all right. You can be bigger than somebody that's in the NFL as a freshman. It's no big deal. Just, you know.
Myles, he got that arms. His arms, dude.
That was the only thing he might have had you on it was that. But you never know.
We're about right there. Same size.
now we got it. Yeah, now we got it. Now he's coming out. Oh, God.
All right. To kick us off here, what are you looking forward to the most this season?
Just having a great freshman season. Trying to be a freshman All-American. That's really one of the main goals.
Yeah.
But getting in rotation, learning from the older guys, still being a sponge for the game of football.
Right. Awesome.
Coming just a little follow-up on that, having kind of the loaded kind of position group we have, especially on the defensive line, how has that really impacted someone like yourself, freshman coming into, the SEC, you have a ton of talent, you have the size, the build and everything, but like, what's it like learning from those guys that have been here? You've got at least one first round pick, maybe, another one there on the D line. What's that been like to learn from those guys and, for experience, coming into SEC football?
It's been amazing. It really has been learning from them. Like I said, being a sponge. I mean, they're making it easier just because I'm the younger guy, but you also got to get thrown in the fire because, like we know, a lot of them are about to leave.
Yeah.
So we're up next. Me, Gerard Smith, any other guys we recruit, we're up next. So
you're that guy next year.
We got to be ready.
Yeah. That's.
And I think Coach Stu does a great job of getting us all ready, even the older guys, and he always keeps us on our toes. So.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Talk to me a little bit about, kind of from the 15 club perspective, what it's been like for you, being a part of that, and overall what you think kind of it's done for the program and kind of the fan base and helping it all connect.
I think the 15 Club's been a great thing, especially meeting all the fans, all the events I've been to. It's been wonderful. I mean, I haven't seen anything like it. Fans get to see my face. I get to see their face. I'm not in the helmet. I'm not on the field. I'm not looking like an ant to them. We're face to face.
Buddy, you never look like an ant.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you ain't going to look like an
Autograph.
ant. You don't look like an ant no matter where you sit, trust me. Now, Maxwell Harrison, it's all right. You could just, we were messing around. He might look a little small.
Nah, my dude Max. Mad Max, that dude's a dog.
It's cool, man. Like, and I've seen the kids interacting with you guys and stuff. And like, I was with Mike and saw you. I actually saw you. I didn't come up. We didn't talk to you or anything. But I was with him at the baseball game, and the kids were running up to you, and you were talking to him. And I think that's really cool about something I've noticed about this team. And you guys interacting, especially with the kids and stuff. It's really, really kind of cool to see.
Oh yeah, we love the youth. I mean, the kids looking up to us. We know we are role models to them because we know we looked up to somebody before. Whether they're older cousin, older brother, a kid on the team, higher on the team, like little league, baseball, whatever sport it was. There's always that kid looking up to a kid in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. If you weren't a college football player, what would your life look like right now?
Man,
Or your
definitely
dream?
a business person. I mean, I'm all about making money. So, I mean,
My man.
I'm a jack of
Yes.
all trades. Like, whether it's – so, my family's in the trucking business.
Okay.
So, they do a lot of truck driving. So, I probably would have picked that up or did, like, hot shot. I mean, I'm always making money. I'm always going to be on the move. Definitely a businessman.
For sure. We love that.
So what is your kind of overall guilty pleasure, though? You're off the field. You're not at practice. What's like the go-to for you in just your downtime?
Man, I say bowling. I like bowling, skating, any outdoor activity, fishing a lot. I love fishing.
Also, you and Brock are best friends.
Yes.
Hey,
I appreciate that. Everybody's talking about fishing today, and now it makes me like really miss. So I grew up in Florida, and I'm used to like just run out on the ocean and go fish and do something. And I haven't done that whatsoever, and I don't know how long, man. Interesting question. Not one of the ones that we planned, but just like obviously, you had a ton of people looking at you out of high school. I come from the days where we would look at, recruits like you and Brock and, even Berrien going back a couple years and other guys kind of before that. There's a whole list where we'd look and say, hey, Kentucky getting one of those guys would have been amazing. And now you look at our recruiting class this year and, you're talking about these guys and, I think we've got 3 more guys in the top 150 that are from the D-line perspective coming in after you, right?
Yes, sir.
The depth that's really coming in. What do you think's kind of changed in that overall perception of Kentucky football from, maybe from that predates you to now?
I'll say, even with me going through my recruiting process, Kentucky was just the fit for me. The coaches, the schemes, everything. I mean, it was comfortable. Even the practice, how the practices are set up, their coaching style.
Right.
I fit well. I feel comfortable. It's like my second home. And having Youngstown ties makes it even easier.
Yeah. Not being too far, terribly away from home, I guess. But
not at all.
Could get this hot there though, because this is ridiculous.
It does get a little hot here.
This is madness. I'm glad we're in the shade.
It's probably one of the hottest days.
It's 102 out right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh man.
We were talking about playing baseball in this, and I grew up playing baseball in this in Florida, but you just up the humidity a little bit.
Now, one of these days, you gotta. What do people make, like those slip and slide baseball things? They got
Yeah.
pools.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We would need that.
Hey, Mike, you gotta get.
Next event.
Yeah, we just had it all. Could you imagine though? Like, I think they probably don't do that because of you guys, because they'd be like, someone's gonna end up getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would.
Listen, I remember being like your age and stuff, and I did real dumb shit all the time when I shouldn't have done dumb shit, and I would end up crashing into somebody. You just ended up, hey, you like bowling? Like, hey, you all stand here, and like, let's just see if I can go through like 3 or 4 of y'all.
Oh, that's smart. You shouldn't do that.
Wait, I'm thinking about me after like I'm legally. Never mind. That's a whole different story. Brian, we appreciate you jumping in. We look forward to watching you this season. All the best. And if anybody thinks he looks like an ant from the stands, make sure you at him on Twitter and let him know. I'm pretty sure you're going to get no ats on that one. So just let you know. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the 15 Club Fan Fest. And we're just starting it, right off the bat with QB1, Mr. Brock Vandagriff. What's going on, Brock?
What's up? Nothing much. Just hanging out here. Glad to be over here and talking with y'all guys.
It's hot today, man.
Yes, sir, it is. I'm glad we're sitting up in the shade over here.
So kind of talk to us just real quick about the season, how excited you kind of are for. I know this is a new spot for you. You've got to experience some real cool things, from a little school that you might. I don't know if you guys know about. They're Georgia. They're all right, I guess.
Maybe a little.
Maybe. Kind of give us your excitement about the team here. You've been around a national championship team. You kind of know what that looks like, and what this team excitement is for you.
It's getting a lot closer now. Just really counting down the days. So it's been fun being able to. Everything's coming together a lot smoother now. Everybody's getting some more meetings, some more film under their belts. So last week was a really good week, player-led week, and it went really well. So everyone's kind of. I wouldn't say we haven't been taking it seriously, but now it's like, all right, like it's getting a month or two out. So everybody's making sure they're really taking care of their bodies, getting ready for the season. So really looking forward to it. And being at Georgia, there was obviously some national championship characteristics that you see every day and stuff. But the culture at Kentucky is really up there as well. Everybody's really excited to go to meetings. Any lifts, any extra stuff. It's not like you're having to pull anybody's leg. So It's always good to see that people are really self-motivated here, and I believe that's an important part of it.
Yeah, and I'm normally I wouldn't do this in like a rapid fire, but a follow-up, because I think from a Kentucky fan standpoint, seeing somebody who has been a part of a program that's won national championships, and that is that curiosity from an overall talent perspective, like working in here. I think we've got a shot to be really good, but you've seen what really good looks like. Tell us what your kind of initial 10,000-foot level. Obviously, we haven't put the pads on yet, but what does that feel like to you?
Just from throwing in the spring and summer and stuff like that, there's great dudes on defense. Obviously, you got Max out there at corner and stuff like that. And when Dane and Barryon are winning on probably a first or second round draft pick, that's always encouraging to see. And it's just iron really sharpening iron out there in the spring and the summer, especially the summer now, because we got great guys on both sides of the ball as far as 7-on goes. And then our O-line and D-line are getting great work as well. So, I mean, it's there. It's just about putting the pieces together, giving a couple more plays per game, which is definitely the goal this year, and a little bit more tempo sprinkled in, probably like some fastballs sprinkled in, and just, making sure we're on the ball and ready to run some plays.
Boy, I think everybody that listened was like, all right, I'm ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, speed? What's running more than 36 plays on offense a game like?
Yeah, no kidding. So tell me a little bit about your relationship with the 15 Club and how they've kind of fostered this transition to Kentucky this year.
The 15 Club's made it really smooth, working with those guys, Ryan and Mike.
Yes.
They've been really taking care of me, so that's good. I know everywhere I go now, I still type in my maps. Like, I have no clue where I'm going unless it's to the facility. The facility and church is about all I can get to without my maps. But other than that, I know I can always reach out with them, and it's a good bridge between us and the fans. Being able to communicate with them, see them, especially like days like today. Just threw the football around a couple kids and played a little cornhole. So that's always good to be able to see who's rooting for you and stuff like that, and making sure that you build those relationships.
For sure. I know those little kids, this is like their best day ever. So.
They'll never forget it. Like, no. I was when I grew up in Florida, I'll never forget, like, the Marlins used to have they still do, but it's different, right? They had Fan Fest, and I played catch with a guy named AJ Burnett, who nobody knew at the time, and obviously, AJ Burnett went on to win 3 World Series titles, a World Series MVP, probably a Hall of Fame pitcher as well. So you never know, that thing, and hopefully, look, we're talking about you and that echelon here soon. I probably know the answer to this question. If it's different, I'm going to really I don't know how I'll feel about it. But if you weren't a college football player, what was number 2 for Brock Vandagriff of what you wanted to be growing up?
I'm not going to lie. I don't think if I was going to college for free, I don't think I'd be in college.
Okay.
Just going working somewhere, cut a bunch of grass in high school. I think my sophomore and junior year, I had 8 or 9 yards, and I worked at the Ford dealership. So I don't know, man. Just something outside would definitely be my thing. I don't really want to sit at a desk. I don't want to drive around all day. I kind of want to be outside working hands-on, stuff like that. So maybe something like construction or landscape or something like that.
All right, that surprises me because I figured you would just come out and be like Bill Vance 2.0 or something because you love hunting and fishing. So that was where I thought it was going to go. You wanted to maybe be a professional fisher or something like fisherman or something.
Well, with the technology they got now, there's kind of a barrier between me and technology. So all the live scope stuff they're using now, fishing, it looks like they're just staring at a screen the whole time sometimes. But I don't know. I don't want to be like fishing and hunting. Like that's kind of my getaway. You know,
Gotcha.
I don't want that to be a too competitive thing. Like I want to be out there, like just heck. If I catch a fish, that's awesome. If not, then I'm still out there just hanging out.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. Well, we kind of mentioned hunting and fishing. Do you have a most top favorite place you've ever been hunting before?
Ooh, so that's kind of a tricky one. So when I was younger, I was probably like 10 or 11. One of my cousins, he graduated with my mom, like basically like an uncle figure, whatever.
Right.
He's like, hey man, we're gonna go to Missouri, like we're gonna go shoot this deer. And he's like, they've scouted them out. Like, it should be awesome, and it's just so pretty. And I literally is the biggest deer I've seen to this day, but it was a muzzleloader season, so you had to use a muzzleloader,
right.
and there's this huge like freaking smoke that comes up after you shoot it. You gotta like freaking manually.
It's like an arm cannon.
Yeah, you gotta like manually load it and stuff. And
like
I
you're at
freaking
Gettysburg.
missed it. I missed it at like 105, so it's kind of some mixed feelings about that. But
well, what people don't know, and you got to tell the people this because some people that don't hunt, that bullet comes out of the rifle spinning at a different rate. It's not as tight as you're going to get it in like a normal
if you think about it like a normal, if you think about it like a normal, like I normally shoot a 300 Win Mag. Like that's my deer gun. And like there's those bullets are like prepackaged, pre-made, everything. It's gonna be the same shot dang near every time. With those muzzle loaders, you're loading it. So like something could go off, something could be a little different, but I've not shot a muzzleloader since that day.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
I'll tell you a funny story, and then we'll let you go. So we just because I know you'll appreciate the hilarity of this, we had a bunch of people come up and some guys from Florida who'd never shot a gun before. We're like, oh, shoot this. We had a 12 gauge shotgun. We're like, shoot it, and everybody's shooting it and laughing, right? And so we're like, and my niece is there. My niece shoots it, and she's like, come on, shoot it. Don't be a wimp. And he goes, fine. So we had it set up, though, all right? We knew what we were going to do. We put a Magnum slug in it just for him.
Bad, dude. 3.5-inch buckshot.
And when he shot it, it knocked his shoulder out.
That's bad.
But I knew you'd probably get a kick out of that. Brock, we appreciate you jumping by and taking a few minutes with us, man. Best of luck to the season. I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Bleed Blue Network podcast. We hope you enjoyed diving deep into the world of Kentucky sports with us. Don't forget to stay connected by following us on Twitter at BleedBNation. Your feedback means the world to us. So take a moment to leave a review. Not only does it help us improve, but it also helps others discover the show. Until next time, keep cheering, keep listening, and keep bleeding blue.